Today we're focusing on the 2025 makeup trends, and I'm gonna put together a look that is going to work for people of all ages, including us babes over 50. So, let's go. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Adrienne Keyser and I'm your over 50s fashion diva. Here on my channel we talk about fashion, of course, but also beauty, lifestyle, travel, and anything trending in social media on any of those topics. So if you want to stay relevant over 50, you come to the right place. Before we get started, there's just a few things I want to cover. First of all, my neighbor's dog, once again, is barking like crazy. So if you hear barking in the background, I do apologize. I also want to say that these will be the last videos that I'm going to be creating in my studio here in Belize. I will be packing it up this weekend so that I can get everything shipped back to the United States. We will be leaving Belize in just under 2 weeks and I cannot wait. And finally, I have to apologize for the condition of the hair today. I'm actually waiting until I get back to the States to color my hair because you cannot find platinum blonde dye here in Belize. And I just didn't feel like having it shipped all the way in from the States. Also, my son is doing his laundry. I don't know if you can hear the clothes dryer, but between the clothes dryer and the dog outside, we're just gonna get through this damn video. Naturally, I did do research on what the 2025 makeup trends are, and quite a few of the makeup trends that will be happening in 2025 I've already created during the holidays. My New Year's Eve look, which was glowy and dewy and shiny, lots of highlight. Also, for my Christmas look, I created the eyeliner with the green eyeliner, the red lip. That will also be a trend where you're doing something really dramatic on the eye, maybe a 60s inspired vibe with something very natural, neutral, maybe a stain on the lip. So I've already done those two trends. So today I'm going to be focusing on another trend that will be happening in 2025, which is grunge. And it sort of harks back to the 90s grunge, which of course I was all involved in. So that's the look we're gonna be creating today. Something that will be on trend for 2025, but gives a little bit of a nod to the 90s grunge in a more updated, sophisticated way that will work for women of all ages, including us babes over 50. So we're gonna go ahead and get this look started. But before we do, if this is the type of content that you like, I do hope it encourages you to subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's get started with the eyes. I am inserting photos so that you can see the exact trends that I'm talking about for 2025. It is going to be a lot of that black smudgy eye with mostly a neutral face and even a neutral lip. Like my Christmas and Hanukkah looks, of course I will leave links to those in the description box. The focus is going to be on the eyes. I am gonna keep it very clean girl because that is also the big trend for 2025. We are carrying clean girl right into 2025. So if that was a trend that you liked from last year, keep it going. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is go in with this LA Girl Perfect Precision eyeliner, and I'm just going to get that all over the lid. I'm not going to really concentrate on it being perfect. I really want to make it smudgy. And now I will say this, I didn't plan this look out at all. I knew what I wanted to do, but like always, I'm just winging it once I'm here in front of the camera. So I have all of the products that I'm gonna be using. Keep the smudginess to the bottom half of the lid, almost like when you open your eye, it's more like a really thick liner. Especially for us older ladies, our eyelids have drooped a bit. Because I went a little high on the side, I am going to remove that. Otherwise, it's going to go up into the crease, and that is not what the goal is. The goal is to keep it low on the lid. When you are doing a smoky black eye, do it first. You can always, of course, do your brows and things like that, but trust me when I say you do not want to do a smoky, smudgy eye with a full face of makeup already done. And as you can see, even keeping it low, it is going to bleed up into my crease, and that's actually what I want. I'd rather have that than it be one big block of black on my eye. All right, so I'm gonna stop there and work out what I want to do on the lid first, and then I will figure out what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna take a pretty stiff brush. I've got this little angle brush here, and I'm just going to smudge that up. No plan, just smudging it. I'm actually going to let my natural skin tone be sort of the crease color, if you will. I'm gonna go back in and go right at the lash line and just really smudge it in between the lashes, because that will help to transfer it down, and that's what we want. Also, we want the darkest of the black to be right at the lash line. Okay, see how it's smudging down? We want some of that, we're gonna clean up some of that. Okay, this one's really smudgy, and that's a good thing. If you blink your eye a little bit, that should help transfer some of it down. You can also tight line. Okay, perfect. All right, trust the process. But I am liking the way that it looks so far. I'm really gonna leave it right where it is. What I am gonna do is go to the very underside and clean that up there. We don't really want it to go too low with the smudginess, but some is fine. That transferred up on the lids, that's what we want, okay? So let me go ahead and pull out my eyeshadow palette, and we're gonna go in with some shadows to set all of this. Otherwise, it will just continue to smudge all day, so we do need to set it. I'm going to go into my e.l.f. Earth and Oceans palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade. I had to do some testing on my hand here. This palette really needs to be clean. I'm gonna go in here with the shade Trenches, and I'm gonna go in with a very stiff, small eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna concentrate on the lash line. And blend it up just slightly. You don't want to go all the way up. No. The smudgy will continue to happen, so you want it to do that, and the shadow will eventually get to that area as well. So there's no need to go all the way up. If you did, it's just gonna it's gonna make it look a lot blockier. This is where we are. This is exactly what I wanted, because the goal is for it to still be grungy, messy, but at the same time, tamed. So throughout the day, as it starts to smudge a little bit more and that, it will work. Trust me. Trust the process, as I said. All right, from there, take a small brush and just blend. Blend, blend, blend. No product, nothing. You're just kind of blending it where it is. Don't push it any higher. Don't go above where it is already smudged. And if it's not perfect, great. It's not supposed to be. Let's keep going. Now let's address the under eye. We're not gonna do anything. We're gonna take that same angled brush with the shadow that was already on the brush. No additional product. Just sort of setting it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I like that it's going just underneath. You see? Just like that. Don't forget when you're doing the shadows to get right into those corners. Very important to set that. It will help to keep it lasting a bit longer. I don't know about you, but my tear ducts, I always have to I always have to touch up. All right, perfect. I'm loving the way it's looking. I am ready to move on to the face. Surprisingly, we're not gonna do much more to the eye. I may add a highlight in the brow bone, maybe. Depends on what the rest of the face looks like. But this is the focus. It's just gonna be these smudgy, smudgy eyes. And for me, someone that has extremely dark brown eyes, when I do black on top and bottom, it really makes the brown stand out. Otherwise, my eyes just look black. So I don't mind doing a smudgy liner, and let's give you a close up, see where we are. And this is exactly what we want. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna do the face, and I'm gonna do that as a speed through. And when we get back to the eyes, I will come back and show you what we're gonna do next. gonna go in with my NYX Epic Wear liner and just line the upper lash line right at the lash line, just to make it a little darker. And I did get a little mark right here on my face. Best thing to do, let it dry down and you can just flake it off. Don't try to take it off now because you're gonna ruin all the makeup you just did. Or you can leave it there as a beauty spot, up to you. Just like that. Now I'm going to let that dry down, curl my lashes, and then I'm gonna go in with my Essence Lash Princess, coat the top and bottom lashes, and I will be right back. Actually, before I do that, I forgot. I'm going to make this just a little extra special, just a little something that will make this look stand out. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe 24 main event palette. And I'm going to go in with this color called Fayre. Oh, Fayre it is. Whatever it is, of course, I'm putting it up on screen for you. But this color right here, which is like this gorgeous black shimmer, gorgeous black glitter shadow. And be very careful because now that you have all of your face makeup done, you want to be very careful. Dust off any excess really, really well. And I'm just gonna go on the very outside corner of the eye. Just like that. Just a little line, not much. Just so it has that little bit of glitter right on the outside edge. Just like that, can you see? Just a very small line. And that is just my little twist on the trend to give it a little bit of extra something special. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I do want to go in, I just happen to have this Morphe brush, which is it's actually a brow brush because it has the angle on this side and a spoolie on this side. So I'm just gonna go and just go through my lashes before I start applying my mascara, otherwise it'll be extremely clumpy. Apologies for the damn dog. He just will not stop barking and I have to finish this video. So I wanted to let you know that after I put the mascara on, I went back in with the same eyeshadow brush that I used earlier. Didn't add any additional product and just sort of, cleaned it up a little bit. So it does still have that smudginess to it. And I did, I think, 2 coats of mascara. I'll probably do another. Let's do it now. Just on the top, because we're not gonna do any lashes. That'll ruin the effect. So this is coat number 3. And if it gets clumpy, it's okay, but you don't want it to be too clumpy. But you do want to be able to see the lashes like that. Very happy with that. And for the face, I didn't do any cream blushes, contour, bronzer, all that good fun stuff. I just want the face to be clean. I just did a little bit of blush just to bring some color back to the face. But again, the focus is really the eyes. So I didn't really do too much more. I know on camera it probably looks a lot more, but in person it doesn't look like a whole lot of blush. And that's what we're gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna add any highlighter either on the cheeks or in the brow bone. because again, I think it's gonna ruin the effect, and I want that glitter liner to sort of do its thing, to be that subtle hint of shimmer, because shimmer is big for 2025, but to be that subtle hint of shimmer for the entire look. Now we're just gonna finish with the lip, and once again, I'm doing a very simple lip. This is a Fenty Beauty gloss. No liner, nothing. Just a very subtle hint of color. To bring a little shine to the lip. And that's gonna do it. Maybe a little bit more color. What do we think? Let's try a little more color. Hold on. I don't know. Oh, my case of lipsticks here. Let's do, oh, I know the perfect color, I think. Hang on. Just gotta find it. Oh, here, even better. This Fenty lip cream. And of course, I'm gonna put the shade name up for you because I want a little bit more color. Just a little bit. Perfect. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Just the softest little hint of a color. Love it. And that's gonna do it for today's video, you guys. This is my interpretation of the 2025 grunge makeup trend. I really love the way that it came out, and I think that it will be perfect for anyone, no matter your age. Just that little hint of glitter on the outside corner is just the perfect little touch that just says that it's updated from the 90s and you're doing the 2025 trend. So please make sure to leave a comment and let me know what you think of the look. Also, I will be creating one more 2025 makeup trend before I pack up my studio completely to move back to the United States. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you'll know when that video goes up. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. And until next time, stay fashionable. Bye. Apologies, I forgot the setting spray. So I just went back in with my Nye Setting Spray that I used earlier. And now the look is complete.